me check to see if this is recording. As always, you guys, I'm not very good at this. Yeah, it is. It's recording. And I can keep from touching anything and changing that. We're at the still recording. It's still recording. Yes. Okay. I'm here at the Jefferson Inn. I obviously had to leave my home to heal. My shoulder was injured real bad, and I wasn't healing in that situation. I couldn't possibly. So, and then on the way here, when I was leaving, I was on the river road just around dusk, and this time of year, that is so stupid. And an elk hit me. So it could have been worse though. I was traveling very slowly, and I did skid a little, but I didn't, try to veer away, because that could really get you in trouble. So I'm sitting here with Lou, and I'm checking in, and I'd like to say some words of encouragement, because before I got out of there I was getting pretty bad, and you guys witnessed it. And I can't condone that behavior, and I don't want to say but, because that's excuses. Although I myself don't know of anyone who could go through as much as I've gone through and had to witness done to my son as a result of something that could have had the simplest of solutions. I'm going to go and get a demo while I'm here in town, while my vehicle's being worked on. From Holy Smoke, they sell wood stoves, and they show you how it could be, how clean it can get. It'll blow your mind, the difference, how clean it could have been all this time. Instead, they chose to destroy us. And then we discovered that they're affiliated with the police department. And she used to work for dispatch and worked at a bank. So they're taking advantage of their positions. And my friend, we discovered, because it turned out her son, they were using some of the same tactics on her son. It'll get there. It'll get there. Okay. Things like throwing rocks on our roofs. And they put dead cats in my yard, 2 of them right next to each other. It was completely unnatural. It was a threat. I thought it was like it represented my son and me. And then they did the same thing to him, leaving dead animals. And they leave substances on his door handles and stuff, and in his driveway on the ground, so he tracks it in. And they poured undiluted pine saw on my wooden window sills, and it took 5 years for the smell to go away. It smelled like a bath room at a gas station. That pine saw smell, but on all windows. not in a bathroom toilet, all the way around, so that no matter what direction the wind came in the house, you had this noxious, so anyway, and then they would do things to pit everybody against each other. And in the long haul, they have caused psychological damage to her son, the woman across the street. When we finally started discussing things, I started saying things, and she was like, oh my God, my son's been saying the same thing. And it turns out, I believe, and she believes, that there are meth labs in the area, and they're all reporting in, and the guy next door, Jason, and his wife, Savannah, are selling the drugs, and wood that's not labeled seasoned, and he has made it clear that, you know, people pay him for that wood. People come to him as far as anyway, and there's definitely a rhythm to the traffic that is there, a rhythm to when the shit feels weird and gets weird and people start getting sick, and my son and her son get burned skin, and it's a pattern towards the end of the month. And then you get to where you can't, like, cloudy-headed. You're not sick, you're being mind-fucked. And it's the meth labs cooking at the end of the month. And then lo and behold, right after the first, when people get paid, you've got to understand, people downriver here, they're not employed. They either have to be able to work from a distance, like my friend Micca does, because she runs apartments. You know, she's a landlord, so that's how she makes her money. But unless you can make money remotely, the people here are retired or on disability or welfare. And at the end of the month, they cook it to get it prepared for the beginning of the month. And that's when all the traffic starts happening. And then people start getting really high and hanging out there and branching out and fucking with us. There's a pattern to it. You know, so the last few days, they've had some peace. But she has been patrolling the streets at night. I've been gone, and I'm gone again, and I worry about it because, you know, she's okay. I'm not worried about her, but they know she's there. She's patrolling every fucking night. And this woman's 70 some odd years old. She's in her 70s. And she won't quit because her son, they mind fucked him and they're making him ill. And my son, they completely crushed his future. They crushed my formative years, where my son should have been off in college and I may have had a chance to find a relationship again, you know, a developed one. She stole some very important, a couple decades, and did from the guy across the street too, has stole their lives by what they're doing. And I wanted to make sure to document this because I talked to her today. And she had already gone to the police in Happy Camp, and Officer Gabriel, and I think she said he was a deputy, at Happy Camp. And he's insinuated she was crazy and a druggie, and refused to do anything about it, and said, and I quote, "He works for me, he's my guy. These people have been torturing and tormenting everyone in the neighborhood and making us sick. The representatives that are to serve and protect, police connected with them, have been doing this to us." So she's going to go to the next step up. And I'm starting to get worried for her because I've already had internal affairs come in once. And they're investigating themselves in a way. so she has agreed to, after she talks to them again, give us an interview over the phone again. She's already did an interview with us sitting at her house in her yard. It's called A Diligent Mother on Night Watch. And I'm going to do another interview with her over the phone after she talks to them again. So we protect, so we know if anything happens to her, what's been going on. Okay. So I'm just checking in. I've got a few things in the works. I'm going, like I said, going to get a demonstration from Holy Smoke, so that at least on my half of it, what they've been using as a weapon against my family could have easily had a remedy, and we wouldn't have been tormented and tortured. It has been torture, literal torture. So, and hopefully there's a couple attorneys I'm going to get in contact with and see if they're interested in this very complex, it's serious case. Alright, you guys, I'll talk to you later. This is Raw Reality episode. Shit, I don't even know. I'll let you know next time on part 2. Okay. Thanks, people. I hope you guys are all well. And I know life is strange for all of us. I know I need to apologize too to you guys for being so angry and lashing out. Holy shit, I was in so much fucking pain. But it doesn't mean I need to take it out on people who are kind enough to be keeping up with my story. And that's not my intent, okay? I'm just trying to document what we're really dealing with. So I really, really, really appreciate you taking an interest in this. Okay. Ciao. See you later.